Hey everybody, I'm Yvonne Williams with Back to Earth Creations, and in today's live stream, um, we're doing a bunch of stuff. Bunch of stuff. I've actually been messing about with UV resin for most of the morning, and one of them has made me just feel gross. Like I'm super lightheaded and a little nauseous. Like I don't feel well at all, babe. That's Marin. Hey, and so I stepped outside for a bit and got some fresh air. We had a window open, but it's two of the brands of UV resin that I use don't bother me a bit, but one of them is like, so there's that. Hey, Mimi, glad to catch you again. Yep, that's Callie. She's doing really well. She's actually the only thing that she's not doing well with after getting spayed is that she has to stay inside the house. So we will. I did Sandy. I'm feeling a lot better. I just like stepped back in and was like, oh crap, I've got 3 minutes to live stream. So, hey Jim, hey Kay, hey Mikio, hey Jody, hey Natalie, hey Bettina, just hey everybody. It's really good to see you guys here today. I've been messing about with some leather today. I've got another wire wrapping project ahead of me, so just all sorts of stuff. As well as I need to shoot another video today too. So hey Paulette, welcome to my live stream. Well, hey Love and Light. It's really great to see y'all in here. Do y'all come say hi to everybody, Callie? She's like, no, I want to go poop in the yard. She's finally used a litter box, which is amazing. Oh no! Sarah says, help, I'm so stressed out. Why does these things happen? What happened, Sarah? Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but that's kind of... Hey Michelle, how's it going? What have you been doing so far? Well, so far in the live stream, not 9. I haven't done anything yet. Oh no, right, Candace? It's really great to see you back. I'm glad you're feeling better. I know, Bettina, she's the cutest, isn't she? Home from the hospital and settled in for healing. However, it's going to give me time to do more wire. Right on, Terry. um, I wanted to start off. That's why, because I'm like, why did I start in my wire wrapping corner? I don't have any projects going. But I wanted to show you guys some items that I have up listed on my Etsy. Hey, duct tape. And I figured this would be a great Q&A opportunity for those of y'all with your own Etsy stores. If there's any advice that I can offer that might be helpful, just lay on the questions because I'm here to help you guys out and hopefully learn something from y'all. So this is the super high-tech storage that I use. You can see all the necklaces just hanging on nails. It's in the house. Hey, TJ. But I'm going to go ahead and bring down to show you all of the different necklaces and things that I have currently listed up on my Etsy for sale because it was being highly requested from quite a few of y'all, especially over on Patreon, that I get some stuff up on my Etsy store. So after our last show in Memphis, I went through and picked out some of my favorite pieces from our inventory and thought that I would share it with you guys. And there should be a link down in the video description to my Etsy store. Hey TJ, excuse me, I'm doing a lot better. Kind of gassy, I guess. When someone requests you do an original piece, what is your inspiration? I usually, whenever I take custom projects, especially if it's an original, I'll establish a style, a color scheme, and a metal tone. So if they're like, I really love this geometric, weaving or something very organic and spirally or just extra to the max, I kind of let them, hey Sarah, have a wonderful day at work. Hey Tashers. Yeah, sorry, I didn't even have time today to do a Patreon update to be like, hey, live stream's starting. Oh man, Lisa. Hey Abby. But what was I talking about? I don't remember. Okay. So here's one of the necklaces that's up. Yeah, there's links down in the video description to my Etsy store where these are for sale. So this one is a necklace, but I'm going to put it on my head. And you can see, I gotta hang these somewhere. If only I had this excellent, perfect for hanging things on jewelry display. Which I do. Except that then I put too much stuff on one side. Okay. So this is woven out of bright aluminum. It's my Celtic star pattern that I teach here on, come on camera. Okay, you're gonna have to, if you want better pictures, go to my Etsy. The way that I do a lot of my mechanized, like a lot of the chains on my chainmail necklaces to kind of keep the price down a little bit, is by using just mechanized chain. I get it from theringlord.com. Caitlin says, Vaughn, have you tried making any bead projects? Not lately, but Jim has definitely hooked me up with some excellent seed beads, and so I've kind of just been waiting for, hey Lila, you're right on time. I've been waiting for things to settle a bit, and I don't think that's ever going to happen. So I should tackle that, though. But I really like this one because it's very lightweight, and it has rose quartz on it. So if you guys have any questions, be sure to do the, yep, just like how y'all are, the @YvonneWilliams. That helps me to pinpoint in. Did you see the video where they make molds from construction grade silicone and cornstarch? If it actually works, it would be a cheaper option. I have seen that. I don't know how well that actually works, like over the long term. So I don't know. I'm interested in getting y'all's opinion on that though. I got some seed beads from the Dollar Tree. Right on. Hey Christine. So then we also have, y'all will probably recognize this one from the tutorial. It's buried a little too far in the stack, so not yet, but we have a fossil agate and enameled bee. The chains are silver tone. Are the chains silver tone, silver plated, or sterling? Jody, they're actually aluminum. So they're very safe for if you have acidic skin. Ooh, you could use fishing line when you do peyote stitch. Right on, Lisa. But yeah, they're very safe for like if you have acidic skin. You can store soda in aluminum cans, so there's no way your skin. I don't know you, but typically a human skin is not as acidic as soda that can eat, the rust off of nails. So it holds up well to, like if you sweat and stuff. So I really want to see some good ring designs when you get a moment. That's a really good idea, Patience. And honestly, that's something that I haven't delved too much into because it's really difficult. I've found like if I make a ring, unless it's adjustable and I can like size it to the person, it's limited in, yeah, it's a pretty ring, but it's only a size 9. It's how do I go in and, I'd either have to remake it or I don't know. That's a slightly uncharted territory for me. We have a very nice chain necklace that Randy actually made. This is box chain. And it's a pretty good length, especially on a lady. On a gentleman, it's a little bit of a shorter necklace. Sorry, trying to QVC it today. You can see it's a nice chain. Did you use my display case? I'm so excited. Did you see my display case? I don't think I have, Marianne. I haven't been online very much. The holidays have just been crazy. Right on, Colleen. But so that's another one that we have up on our Etsy store. Here's the one that y'all might recognize from the tutorial. Bless you, beautiful man. No. Why no kisses? Mwah. I send them to you anyways. So I have one of the Triquetra triple moon necklaces up for sale on my Etsy, and this one is all quartz crystal and rainbow moonstone along the neckline. So check out Bead Fantasies Tacos. She has easy to learn designs. Right on. Beep boop. Hey Marcy. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to keep just holding up necklaces that we have up for sale on Etsy. Woo! There's this one, which is super pretty. No, I want a coffee. I always want a coffee. Except for it's too hot to drink right this minute. But, we've got one of our dragon eyes on a scale necklace. Bye, Mikio. All right on, Patience. But yeah, a lot of these are actually left over from the actual tutorials on how to teach them. So this is one of our scale chokers. It's one of our older designs, but I really like them. Hey, Pamela, how's it going? can you say off the top of your head where you get the Rainbow Moonstone? Fire Mountain Gems. They're really straightforward about the quality of their labradorite and Rainbow Moonstone. So whenever I pay for like A grade labradorite or Rainbow Moonstone, I know every single stone is going to have a nice flash on it. Dragon Eye jewelry. Thanks, Mikio. Hey, Laura. I didn't see you pop in. Penny! Yeah, just Fire Mountain Gems. Because I've tried getting it off of, and it just wasn't really, it wasn't as good as what it looked like in the picture. I want to make some dragon eyes. Do it, Rose. Duct Tape Freak, like the name, says, I love the horns you did. Where's the best place to buy Warbler? I get mine on Amazon, honestly, just because we have Amazon Prime, so 2-day shipping is really nice. Oh my gosh, Jim, that's awesome. Slaving away at the daywalker job. But these beautiful necklaces make me want to grab some wire and pliers. Do it. Is it your birthday or someone else's birthday, Candace? Uh-oh. I got a sneeze brewing. Or do I? I don't know yet. Painting dragon eyes right now. That's awesome. Got a beautiful turquoise pendant that's engraved Navajo on the back. Do you know how I can tell if it's real? Honestly, Brandy, I'm not the person to consult about turquoise. A lot of the time, like it'll if it I can sometimes tell if it's been like stabilized or something if I'm looking at it in person, and I can usually spot like just by the texture and the weight if it's a dyed howlite. But I don't think there's a way that I could tell online. Organized, yeah. You want to talk about organized? Let's talk about pegboard. 'Cause I am loving. Don't be jealous. If you've seen any of my older videos, you know it's been a long and troubled road getting to having this much organization. Beep boop. Making candy cane wreaths. That's cool. It's Candace's birthday. I had a thought. What if you used iridescent thin nail polish before putting down the back of the pupil in your eyes so then they caught the light in a certain way? Some of the iridescent and color shift polishes are actually my favorite to use. It is just, it's so beautiful. Can't stop watching and learning from your vids. Hey, Kelday, thank you. I'm really glad that you like my work. Yeah. Ridiculous. Hey, Christine. Can't believe your cats don't get into your supplies. Shh, they haven't noticed the supplies yet. Though I did get super cute video earlier of Callie knocking all of my pens into the trash, but it was really cute. Hey, Turner, and happy birthday. They would behave like cat's eyes. Ooh. What is the next project tutorial? Anything Christmas themed? I don't have anything Christmas themed for you guys, though technically anything could be Christmas themed. I was raised in a very non-traditional home, so like Christmas traditions elude me a little bit. And so like other than making it red and green, I'm like, this is Christmassy. But I do have a leather project in the works, and a few more wire wrapping and chainmail projects. So but if you're just getting into wire wrapping, what is the absolute minimum tools you have to have? Tool number 1, wire snips. Gotta absolutely have wire snips. I prefer the flush cutters from the electronics section at like hardware stores, or they cost about half as much as the craft wire snips, but are the exact same tool. Sans glittery handles. Round nose pliers are really nice for making like little swirls and things. And then I also really enjoy some flat nose for making nice sharp bends. And also, I don't have them over here with me. I have a petite pair, but my big ones are in the other room, of bent nose pliers that are really great for kind of getting in there. And honestly, I feel like for me, any pliers other than these ones are a luxury. And the first luxury pliers that I would invest in are the nylon jaw pliers, because they're gonna help you work hard in your stuff. They're gonna save you some kinked up wire. But yeah, so all of these I think you can get for like, $5 to $8 on Amazon. So you can get some pretty decent pliers like without too much of a monetary investment. And the good news is for the most part, you don't have to keep buying them over and over again. I've been using these same bent nose pliers, like the springs have fallen out and everything. I've been using these for over 10 years now. So how is Callie after her surgery? Callie's doing great. She's taken her medicine just fine. Her appetite's fine. The only thing she's having problems with is being cooped up in the house. She's an outdoor cat in her heart. Zombie asks, "Did you finish that felt hedgehog?" I have not. I'm still struggling to catch up with the rest of our custom work, and it's been gazing lovingly at me from where even did I put it? From over by my Pompazon chair. Blue and silver. Food truck lunch is cheesy corn dog and fries. Oh my gosh. I love to use my paintbrushes to distract my cat when cleaning so I don't get clogged. That's fair. Christmas fairy house, that's true. I love your giggle just for me. Do you guys ever come to Austin, Texas? I've actually never been to Austin, Texas, though Randy and I used to actually live down in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Rainbow says, your leather projects are my absolute favorite. I'm looking forward to future ones. Well, on that note, let me take you guys in to... there we go. Sorry, I was unplugging the charger, and there we go. I'm going to get a sippy slurp of this coffee first, though. Uh-oh, it melted to my desk. That's what I get for having the layer of weirdness. Still quite hot, but very good. Thank you for the coffee, Randy. Okay, so the leather projects that we're working on right now, you can kind of see here, this is a foam Saiyan armor. Was this Nappa's armor?
Yeah, Nappa.
Nappa cabbage. From Dragon Ball Z? Right? Nappa wasn't in Dragon Ball, was he? No, okay. So today I've been working on stumbling around with the camera. Hey, Callie cat. She's so cute, you guys. Meow. Meow. Yeah, you're a good girl. I love your face. Today I've been working on Randy's leather Saiyan armor now that we have drafted it out in foam and worn it successfully and kind of pushed it to its limit. So this again was one of the foam bracers. We totally decided to redo the way that it joins together. And then I've been working on it out of leather. So again, this is a prototype leather because instead of just having it all tooled in, we really wanted the different like layers. Ooh, it still stinks like oil-based dye. But I'm going to be doing a pair of the bracers, then putting them up for sale in our Etsy, and then doing another pair where I'm laying a very thick leather on top of a thin leather. Hey, Randy. I will be right back. Can you talk to these guys a little bit? Guys, I'm going to leave you with Randy for just a minute. He's very nice. I like him very much. Be kind to him. But I've got to pee like crazy. Sorry. I'll be right back.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Her phone is much faster at showing the comments than the computer is. That is bizarre. I guess that makes sense though, because there's like a huge lag difference in the stream versus the computer. Y'all know what I'm saying. Let's see here. I'm currently working on one of the DBZ events. I've farmed out a whole lot of stuff, and now I'm just going through and leveling them. which after that I've got to farm just a butt ton of awakening metals. And there's no real reason to do this. I have way better cards. These are obsolete. I'm just a little completionist at heart, and I'm like, well, if it's a free unit, I might as well get it and like rainbow it. Why not? So yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I've been doing for like 3 days. um, I saw that. Thank you for raising your patron pledge. I would recommend only though because December people are getting the comic book. After that, you're just gonna get random stuff out of my craft crate. So not to spoil it, but yeah. I am still kind of playing Pokemon Go a little bit. Not too terribly much, because the weather's turned cold and wet, and that makes ice, and I don't like falling. So we just stay inside most of the time. Yvonne wants everything for Christmas, and I think she's getting everything for Christmas. Though I did go ahead and get her present from me, and that showed up yesterday, and she was so torn by the decision of if she wants to open it now or later that she got a little tipsy and drank all of her mango rum. It was hilarious. Yes, there's a mannequin behind me. Well, I don't really do too many WoW videos just because I kind of want to just do a video on something that's useful, and WoW's not really all that useful. So if there's something that it's like, hey,
Burn.
Yeah, there's something like this is something a lot of people are having problems with, I'll go ahead and shoot a video on it.
Like your Lobo maze?
Yes, my make logo.
Logo. What's logo?
I have no idea, and you still got it wrong.
Oh.
Make logo.
Oh.
Not logo.
Logo.
Yeah.
Callie judged me hard.
The whole time?
No, yeah, it's all very off-putting.
Yeah?
I'm going to talk to them soon.
Okay, you go ahead.
Will you finish?
Yeah, I'm
okay.
done.
Ain't he really nice, you guys? I really like him. Yeah, Abby, the mannequin actually has clothes on, which that was something else. Since I was talking to you guys about things that we have for sale on our Etsy. What? Not a naked person. So this armor, the entire set, is actually up for sale on our Etsy. So boots not included. Those are my shoes. But other than that,
I don't know if they wear the same size.
Shoes. They can get their own at Walmart. Like those are my Walmart boots. I need 3 bottles. Pass me that rum bottle. How does she know my rum bottle's empty?
What?
Did you tell them?
Yeah.
What'd you tell them?
That you get so torn on if you should open my present or not.
What's my present? Oh, wait. Anyway, sorry. Have you ever had mango rum? That's actually my favorite. That's what I just drank up, Bettina. Honey, you need some smaller clothes. You're shrinking out of yours. Yeah, I never thought that I would shrink out of my favorite tie-dye tops. But
I'm gonna go ahead and
where's
hide
Randy
this
get
message.
his chair?
You see? I'm gonna go ahead and hide this message.
Okay. Right. Where'd you get your chair, babe? Amazon, I think. Yeah. Randy told us you got some run rip that you did the drunken uncle dance on the roof. Did
What?
I?
I don't say anything about the roof.
How do you determine what thickness of leather to use in a project? What are the thicknesses called? The thickness of the leather is the ounceage of it, which I think is the weight of the leather per square foot, like how many ounces. I think I read that somewhere, maybe on the internet. I don't know, but for this leather here, I usually use the thickness based off of, since I don't do real leather, if I'm doing LARP stuff for people, I'll have it based off of whatever LARP rules they have. But otherwise I look at how flexible do I want it to be. So I'm actually going to change the lighting up a little bit on this one. There we go. So you can see here on the front side of the leather, I actually used like an 8 to 12 ounce leather because I wanted it to be very, very stiff here on the front. Same with the cups and the thicker parts. You know, honestly, on the cups though, I used like a 7 or an 8 ounce, and then on the parts that I knew I wanted to be, you know, quite light and didn't matter if it bent at all. Um, those are some big boobs on the mannequin. They are, but she's just a petite little thing, so um, that and it's all kind of like splayed out a bit from me wearing it. But so I used about a 3 or 4 ounce for these leaves. So that's how I gauge is how flexible do I want the final piece to be. Steel belted bob cuts. We do custom work. Is that costume one size? I think I have a small bust. Don't think it'll fit. It is one size, and to give you a perspective, our mannequin is an A cup. So with a lot of costumes, like, I don't know, when I was an A cup, I always kind of dressed it up a little bit because it's easier to just wear like some padding, like wear like a add 2 cup size push-up bra with it, because it's not gonna collapse in on itself, you know, it's just gonna sit there like that. Um, but and she's about a size 0. She's a tall size 0. Um, and so again, the mannequin, it would fit my friend Lauren. She's quite petite, so she still got tickle bitties though. But I'm thinking about getting my husband a leather working kit for Christmas. He also wants me to make him a Viking wire weaving necklace. Oh, that'd be so cool. Steph says I haven't been an A cup since puberty. I can relate. I was an A cup until I was like 19 and then took birth control and like gained 40 pounds in 2 months and just became a lumpy mess. Um, use a ribbon for the back of your shirt and you don't have to keep fixing it. That's fair. I'll just keep. Mm-hmm. Bye, Sarah. Where'd my coffee go? So yeah, I'm gonna hang out with you guys while I paint some more leather. But I'm gonna set this here. Beep boop. Went right from nothing to an A cup in 2nd grade / right. One of my friends was I'm not gonna name her because I don't think she'd appreciate it, but I think Randy will know who I'm talking about. Was telling us about whenever she hit puberty. She woke up one morning and one boob was great big, and then she woke up the next morning and the other one had caught up. So that was good. Do you remember her telling us that story?
Uh-huh.
Middle school, just those years are just complicated. Both of my nieces are starting to grow up into young women. And it's so strange because I have so much sympathy for, it's just complicated. Like, I mean, I'm an adult and I still don't know what's going on. Yeah, took the rest of the girls around me. All right, Penny. What leather weight used for a bracelet or wristband? I've seen anything from, and I actually have a very handy tool. I would use a 5, 6, or 7 ounce leather to, this is actually how I categorize it by bin. If it's this size, it goes in one bin. If it's between these two, it goes into another. And if it's there or up, it goes into a 3rd bin. So, handy leather, like, seriously. But I really like it. A 2, 3, or 4 ounce is very, very thin. I prefer that for like the insides of a wallet or like lining something or like leaves. But I really prefer like a 5, 6, or 7 ounce. I really like those.
Sparky's asked, did we get the payment sorted out?
We did, Sparky, though I still think we haven't gone in and accepted it.
Do I need to accept something?
Would you do that? I'm going to be setting the epoxy on the back of your eye today and then shipping it off to you. So I had peas on an iron board. Oh, okay, because I was like, why would you put peas on your ironing board? Love your top. Oh, well, thanks, Garner. I got this from my friend Carrie with Unleash the Goddess is her store. Okay, so today I'm actually experimenting with Kova Color. It's the EcoFlow, the Tandy Leather acrylic for acrylic paint for leather from Tandy Leather. Sorry, completely lost my train of thought. Is there such a thing as really good fake leather? The suede that you can get at Joann's. Dr. Phil, that is so interesting. Yeah, the suede that you can get at Joann's, most of I think is like a polyester. It's an imitation, but for the most part, I just avoid using pleather altogether. It over the years, it'll start to just like the top layer will like peel off, and so it's. I don't know. And I've had some people argue like the moral uses of faux materials over actual, and I'm like, leather rots in my garden. I can compost it. The not including the chemicals that it takes to produce faux fur or faux leather. It's never going to break down in a landfill or anything. So I got to get with you and discuss designing a corset. Right on, Laura. That would be cool.
Well, as of right now, you've got 2 different designs.
I do. I'm working on a third. I'd like to figure out a new way to do overbust corsets. Yeah, the only thing so far with this Kova color is it's very, very, like, this is like my 4th layer of trying to get the white on there. So I'm having to go through, and it lifts itself off the material very rapidly also. A minute while I paint this on. You still moderating for me, baby?
Mm-hmm.
If anybody asks any questions, would you read them to me?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I'm always talking.
I've been putting UV resin on the back of my 50mm Dragon Eyes. Is there anything that might be problematic with this?
The only thing that I found, the question was, can it be problematic to put UV resin on the back of your Dragon Eyes? The only thing that I've found is with some paints, it'll heat whenever it cures and leave like a rippling effect in the paint. So I don't think I've had this happen to any of my Dragon Eyes that I've used my UV resin on, but that would be something to kind of watch out for. It's not the worst thing in the world, but if that's not what you were going for, then it's definitely something to be mindful of. Hey, little miss, out of my plant. There she goes. Okay. The water bottle doesn't even reach her. And she's like, oh God, I'm dying. But yeah, and I just feel bad for her because I'd hate to be cooped up in the house. Okay. So there's 4th layer down. I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes and then do the next layer. Can't wait to see and try to make a chainmail chain for any suggestions what weave goes well with the eye. A lot of it depends on less on accessorizing the eye and more getting it to tie in with the rest of your outfit. Beep boop. Ooh, I'll have to check that out. The free corsets, arenablack.com has free corset patterns. Okay. Hey, Christine. I'm so glad that I'm really glad that you like my work because that makes me happy. Oh yeah, perfect drinking temperature. Okay, more Q&A time, you guys. I'm out of coffee? What? I'll put my little feet up. We aren't doing a giveaway in today's video, but if you comment on today's video after the live stream is over, then that'll put your name in the hat for Tuesday's giveaway. For those of us who are late, what are you working on? All sorts of stuff. Honestly, I'm kind of just sitting here having a coffee break, and I feel like it's a big role reversal from the way I used to do live streams where I would get quite a bit done and stuff. But now it's like at this exact moment, there's 191 people in here. Hey to everybody, just kind of lurking. Thank you for hanging out with me. But I'm kind of taking a coffee break. It's been a crazy morning. Just, ooh, it's starting to build up. I've been painting some cocoa colors onto leather. It's the new norm, right? It's crazy, but I love it. So I love getting to hang out with you guys. And the kitty. You'll come hang out, pretty kitty. She says, no, let me outside. I know that you're super busy, but when you get the chance, please check my first dragon. It's on Facebook page, My Lady Me. Right on, Caitlin. You can also feel free to tag me in anything or post it to my Facebook wall or, like on Instagram or something. And that way, other people can kind of see it too. Lisa says, I don't drink coffee. Do you like tea? Tea's pretty delicious as well. I just like coffee because I always forget to take the tea bag out of my coffee and I end up with a really, really strong bitter tea. Penny. Hey, why don't you do a coffee cup with your logo on it also?
Why don't you?
We did. The logo just didn't really come out that great. Ooh, if you ever feel adventurous, you guys should do a con in Hawaii. I would love to go to Hawaii. Like, I want to go hiking in Hawaii. I think that would be amazing. Oh, bye, Danielle. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Can you use glow powder? It doesn't say if you can use it with regular epoxy or acrylic paint.
I've successfully mixed the glow powder into translucent acrylic mediums, like the Liquitex acrylic mediums, like the heavy body and stuff. But if you use an opaque acrylic, the glow powder doesn't really show through. Um, but it does. You can mix it into epoxy very successfully. Um, so, but if you wanted something to be red with a red glow on it, I would paint with the red acrylic and then mix in a clear acrylic medium, um, the glow powder, and then paint that kind of on top of it. So that way, it doesn't get overshadowed by the other stuff. Yeah, glow powder is a ton of fun. Hey Travis, need to know what tabletop RPG campaign you and Randy are playing for your surprise I'm built. I think it's a homebrew.
Yeah, it's a homebrew right now with Zach and Lauren. It's second edition.
Second edition?
Mm-hmm.
It's still a homebrew though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a second edition homebrew, if that means anything. Did you see the Tree of Life I did? That was my first one. Yeah. Well, and the good news is if you tackle a hard project first, or a very daunting or difficult or endurance challenging project first, everything else is going to feel easy after that. Because you're just going to keep getting better and better, as time goes by. Oh man, I feel a lot better than I did at the beginning of the live stream. So I felt pretty rough, boo. It was bad. Kind of want to go back in and mess about with the resin a little bit more though, but I know it's just going to make me feel sick again. Maybe I just won't use that resin. Maybe. So much glitter making races a slippery or glittery slope, right? Ooh, hubby got some glow in the dark sand that I'm going to cast in resin. Kitty, out of my pee-pee. Do you know what, love?
So that sounds interesting.
Yes, it does. Sorry, I don't mean to be mean to my cat, but she's gotta this is the only way of disciplining a cat that I've ever heard is effective, and the spray doesn't even reach her. It's just the sound. If you blog a trip to Hawaii, is it a business expense? Technically, I think. Coffee is pretty good. Hot bean juice make me go fast. I love doing trees of life on shells. Ooh, yeah. My first chainmail project was dragon mail. It was a pain, but so worth it. Yeah, for sure. Oh, well, thanks, Marcy. I'm glad you came and hung out with us. Kelly says, hi from the UK. Off topic, but I'm starting polymer clay work this weekend. Oops. And I was just wondering what you put your work on to bake it. I've seen so many videos that I'm confused myself. I've baked on everything. I've baked on everything from ceramic tiles to a glass microwave tray from an old microwave that broke. I saved the glass tray out of it. Straight regular just cookie sheets, unlined, lined with silicone baking mats, My favorite to bake on are actually these like Pampered Chef stone pizza trays. That I think if my mom knew that because I kind of took them from my mom, and if she knew that I were baking polymer clay on them, she'd probably skin me alive. I don't think she watches my live streams, so um, so hopefully that helps. Is it basically if you don't want it to stick, just put down some silicone baking sheet first. Man, it got super bright outside real quick. I use a water spray my dogs too. Right on. Caffeine. Sorry, trying to catch up on. Scarlett says mail call, and I just got my craft crate. Rubs hands excitedly. I really hope you like what we sent out. I was in Hawaii. It's beautiful, and you don't want to get out of the water. You can see the fish moving around you. Ooh, because I'd love to go snorkeling too. Hey, Derpy. Isn't that great? I love that YouTube's so reliable. Hey, pretty kitty. Callie is bored. Build her something out of Amazon boxes. She needs lots of toys. Yeah. I was trying to find our laser pointer because I think that would keep her occupied. But I was playing with a ribbon on a stick with her earlier. It's just y'all get my attention right now. Lisa says I've tried doing chainmail jewelry and it takes me forever. I did my own jump rings for it though, so maybe that was part of my issue. Chainmail is very intrinsically time consuming just in and of itself, so that's why doing your own rings can also make it that much more time consuming, but that much more rewarding too if you're into that.
I just opened my own Etsy store. If you don't mind me asking, how do I come up with names and descriptions for your pieces? Just stare blankly at the screen. I have no idea what to write.
Danielle, I wish that I had better advice to give you, but you can actually check out my Etsy shop. I think I'm probably one of the worst people on the planet at naming my jewelry. Like it'll be if it's a chainmail weave, I usually name it whatever metal type it is and whatever chainmail weave it is, and then whether like if it's a bracelet, earrings, or necklace. And then in the description I talk about how it was made. Some people are beautifully eloquent and poetic and just write these amazing stories, and I'm like, it's jewelry. You wear it wherever you want to wear it. So yeah, sometimes if something looks like it might be like elvish, or if there's some kind of like key term, like if it's a Harry Potter Slytherin chainmail bracelet or something, then I'm definitely going to throw in like, those to kind of try to, market a little bit. But I don't know. I ran out of creativity for naming stuff about 6 years ago and just started being like pendant 12, like teardrop pendant 12. Um, but the good news is sometimes you don't have to be great at that to still make sales on Etsy. So Lisa says, I'm waiting for my Parawire order so I can start my present for my husband. I don't have any good wire for it, only the cheap stuff from Walmart. Ooh, I'd ask what you're making him, but I don't want to ruin the surprise in case he's like there with you also. Got to get in the shop and build, build, build. See y'all later. Bye, Travis. Y'all have a good day. I typically look for similar items on Etsy for inspiration. Marie, that's a really good idea. Hey, y'all, click on the thumbs up.
Buy me, I'm pretty.
Buy me, buy me. Try it. Randy actually, he didn't chastise me, but he was like, really? Because in one of my written tutorials, I have something about if you haven't heard back from me in 24 hours, it's likely I've been eaten by bears. He's like, that's so professional, Vaughn. And I'm like, shut up. I mean, I can't think of any other reason except for that I'm horribly incompetent at my job. Holy crap, really, Patience? Woo! Do what, Randy?
It could happen.
It could happen. Tasher says, on Etsy, how do you figure out how much shipping to charge? We actually ship through stamps.com. And for Patreon has given us a really good idea of how much it costs to send the size 0 envelopes that we use for just about everything to most places in the world. So I know that it costs us, what is it, like 10 something to ship to Canada if it's 3 ounces?
Canada, it's like $9.75.
$9.75 to ship to Canada. Basically everywhere else is like $13.30. Um,
1336.
for in the States, it's usually around $4. That's with tracking, that's with $50 shipping or insurance included. So that kind of that works out for us. So that's how I'm able to set my shipping. Now stamps.com is like $10 a month, but it's way more affordable than shipping through the post office, like just taking it to the post office and having them weigh it by like weigh lots.
You remember us when you're more famous than you are now. No, I'm forgetting ever.
I'm forgetting already. No, it's we still remember us when you're much more famous than now. I think so. I hope so. I really hope so, because y'all, I feel like y'all are the ones who brought me here. Y'all are the ones who subscribe and stuff. I'm still just the same goober drinking coffee in my craft room, rambling on. There's just more people here asking questions now. Hey, Jackie in Canada. Um, Pat says, I don't know if it will help. My aunt used to soak cotton balls in rubbing alcohol and place them in and around her plants, and that worked for her cat. I honestly think it's that I'll actually turn the camera around so you can see. Um, I think the poor soul just wants to look out the window, and I have a plant in front of every single window and on shelves. So this just isn't the best room for her to get her window sitting in. But I do in the paint room have that window open, and she's watching the chickens muck about in the yard. Should I cover them so they will not burn? Um, if they're a light color clay and you don't have a lot of experience with it, I would go ahead and cover it. You can just kind of tent foil over it. I've gotten to know my oven over the past couple of years, doing a lot of clay baking. So it's like if it's a dark color, I'm like, eh. If it's a light color, I'll check it like like 15 minutes in, and then another 15 minutes in, and then like 5 minutes in after that, uh, until the project is done. Yeah, she just wants to see and be up high. Just ordered some pear wire and I've been using from Fire Mountain. Awesome colors. Ah, yeah, for sure. I made the cardboard Christmas tree for the cats. Ah, Marcy, that's awesome.
What are you doing to slim down?
Huh? Oh, what am I doing to slim down? Here lately, nothing. Jiminy Christmas, I'm gaining weight back like a crazy person. But no, um, reduced calories is basically it. Like I've been very inconsistent about any physical activity. Like I'm trying to get in like 10,000 steps a day or 8,000, um but it's like for the most part it's keeping my calories under control. And to do that, I've been doing meal prep. That way it's like it's already measured, it's already cooked. I just have to microwave it and then eat it and I'm good to go. And that seems to be helping. But yeah, Thanksgiving completely threw me off. Um, I do molasses and apple cider vinegar for digestion and no sugar. It helps. I'm not being contrary, but isn't molasses sugar though? But I don't know. Different stuff's gonna work for different people, so for sure. Because that's a lot of my friends are doing amazing on like the keto diet, and it's like I'm just a happier person with real sugar instead of artificial sweeteners, um, and artificial sweetener makes my poop crazy. But I talk way more about this over on my vlog too. Oh no! Patient says I didn't have a Thanksgiving. I'm sorry. Uh Lucy says drinking tea. Well, got a fresh cuppa. Thanks again for sharing your work with us all. Honey also animal. Yep. Right on. Have you considered getting an instant pot? Is that what's that? Oh. Nanny says that there's a 3D printer on sale on Amazon.
Ooh, okay.
That's super tempting, but Randy and I have actually developed a need for new phones. Mine crashes out of the camera now whenever I'm recording, which is very nice. Bye, Marianne. And Randy's is just a mess. It's like a 3 or 4 year old phone that he's used every day for 3 or 4 years. Instant Pot is an electric pressure cooker. Right on. You know, I would feel silly to get one because it's like I already have like 2 or 3 pressure cookers for canning. Um, but if I had the kitchen space, I'd be a lot more inclined because I like stuff that doesn't take up stove space whenever I'm doing my canning and cooking and stuff. So, fancy crock pot pressure cooker. Right on. Keto, heavy creamer, and coffee, and liquid stevia. Yum. Right on. Ooh, wow. Fruity witchcraft attachers. Ooh, doing yogurt too. Oh no. Yeah, that's my screen's cracked all the way through, as well as on the back too. So yay. Yeah, Danielle says only downside to crafting is you have to sit still for long periods. The dilemma: do I craft? Do I exercise? I want to lose weight, but I want to make pretties. That's really fair. And I've found I'm more productive if I take like a 10-minute break every hour, which, not gonna lie, my friend Natalie bought me this amazing Fitbit. It was the best birthday gift, like, because I have it set up to where if I haven't gotten 250 steps by the end of the hour, it'll, at like, say 10:50, it'll buzz and be like, hey, fit me some steps. And I'm like, ugh, because I don't want to stop crafting, but I'll get up, I'll walk around the house for a bit, like I'll tidy up some, I'll do some, like it just beeped at me, take me for a walk, question mark, is what my watch just said to me. But that way I'll get up and I'll go and I'll move around typically if I'm not live streaming. um, but and it gets me off my butt a little bit, it gets me the blood moving, and then I can come back nice and fresh to keep crafting. And so I found it actually extends my endurance for crafting throughout the day. Not sure who Patience is, but looks like someone. Sorry, I wouldn't know.
Phones are about $1,000, they say.
Yeah, it's for the newer phones, so long as we don't get sucked into like some sort of plan or something. Are like, gosh, like $1,000. It's ridiculous. Best weight loss I know is starting with the mirror. It's called body clutter. What? With an Instant Pot, you can make beans from dried in about 20 minutes. Oh, Brissy, that's good to know. I live in my chat room for. I don't know. Ida? Do both. Do chair exercises like elderly people. Yeah. Treadmill with a built-in table for crafting. It's gonna sound super weird, but sometimes I can't think unless I have my feet braced around my chair. Like, y'all have seen me drop stuff if my feet aren't touching the ground. Right on, Candace. Right? Bias-sustaining.
Whoa.
I'm
Thanks,
super far
Toshers.
behind. Oh my gosh! Toshers, thank you! New phone fund for reals. And it'll have better internet, so hopefully we'll have better quality live streams. Can you ask Randy? My son is 17 and wants to be a YouTuber. What does he need for that? A capture card, right?
It depends on what he wants to play.
That's true.
If you're on the like doing computer games, OBS is a great system. There's tons of tutorials out there that show you how to set it up perfectly for what you're doing. If it's a console, poke around on the market a bit. Try to find a really good capture card
that's compatible
with what you got going on. But yeah, then just editing software and a nice microphone is great, but it's not needed, especially not right away.
Right.
And you don't even have to record your face. I don't.
Right.
So.
Because that's probably the best advice, aside from getting screen capture, a capture card, a mic, is to do it. You can have every single piece of software, every single piece of hardware that you need, but sometimes just shooting the video, getting it edited, getting it posted can be the hardest thing to do. And that's where Twitch streaming comes in really handy, because a lot of the times you don't even really have to edit that.
Yeah, Twitch streaming, you're just streaming.
Right. But Randy and I don't have very good internet. So, because like right now I'm live streaming on my phone's phone signal. So I just kicked my tripod. That's okay though. Whereas like if you've got good internet at your house, you can just stream, and then you can just bypass the editing altogether. Um, but yeah, tell them we said good luck because it's a lot of fun. It can be a lot of work, but
Be a whole lot of work.
a whole lot of work, but it's a lot of fun, I think. So, beep burp. I'm 52 miles north of Detroit, Pages. Beautiful blue water area. Ah. Crystal of Rustic Ink, Angela Designs. She watched while working in her house. Ah! Hey, Crystal. Where do you get to donate for the phone? You guys don't have to donate. But there's... Honestly, where is the super chat button? I don't really know. It's like... Ah! Sparky says, bless you, dog.
It is the $sign under your text box.
Okay, Randy says it's the $sign under the text box.
But honestly,
but you could do that same money. Ah, Patience, thank you. You could do that over on Patreon and get something for it. I'm just saying.
Because we get more of it that way.
Right? Thank you, guys. Shut up, Toshers. I love you, but shut your mouth. Well, thank you guys so much. Holy crap. Right? Patience and Christy and Toshers. Thank you guys. Okay, we've got 4 more minutes. Let's lay on some more questions. I didn't get any crafting hardly done. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm glad to be here to answer your questions, though. End of the box where you type comments. Oh, right on. Ida, just you guys being here, your time investment in Randy and I, in what we do on this channel and with our live streams and our videos, that's the biggest donation that you could make. Because, not to be this way, but money comes and goes. But your time is the most precious and valuable thing, and that you're here spending it with me is monumental. Like, it is life-changing. I'm not even exaggerating that. And then the folks who do donate in super chat and who do go over and buy stuff on our Etsy and our Patreon and stuff, y'all are just like from heaven, because I don't even know. Like, that's... I know how stingy I can be with money. So anytime that somebody else gives me money, I'm like, oh my God, thank you. Derby says, but food is precious though. It is. Oh, Scarlett, thank you. Joe says, where do you buy cool bead caps? I really like Fire Mountain Gems because they're really straightforward about it not having lead in it, which is nice. But then also AliExpress, which is a little bit more of a gamble because it might have lead in it, but they look nice. Hashtag death. Thank you guys so much.
What's the best place to get a Scopy starter kit?
Ooh. I really like Amazon. I do, but a Sculpey starter kit, if you can keep an eye out on like Michael's or Joann's or even Hobby Lobby if you have one in your area, and use one of those coupons, like if you have a 40% off, like the stars align when the clay stuff is like 30 to 50% off.
Yeah,
ah,
Joann's,
Michelle! Yeah. Thank you. Do what, love?
At Joann's?
Yeah. Because Hobby Lobby only ever has the 40% off coupon. But if you can hit up Michael's or Joann's whenever like their clay is 30 to 50% off, and then they also have like a 20 to 25% off your entire purchase, sale items included, that's when I go in and like go crazy. Like, I buy all the clay because I'm like, this is an awesome deal, and there's nowhere I've been able to find online that has that good of a deal. Now, typically it's in-store only, but sometimes you can find it for online too, and then you can order way more than what your store has in stock. So, did you start off working a full-time job while building your business and then transition to full-time in your business? I'm finding it hard to keep up with both. Spirit, it is really hard to keep up with both. And Randy and I were fortunate I had lost my job. So we were forced into it a little bit.
Well, you're store closed.
Yeah.
The
I had
place you
worked
were
at a
working at.
store called the Moon Willow, and we'd actually moved into town so I could work there for like, at the time it was $9 an hour. That was really good. Randy was making,
$9.
well, nine at the factory, but you were at
Oh,
seven
seven.
something
Yeah.
whenever the factory did their layoffs. And
Yeah.
we were trapped in a town where we did not have, and I say trapped because we, like, our truck couldn't travel outside of town. um, but it's we I was able to stay home and work full time, and Randy went and had his day job. But we got pushed over the edge into this territory whenever minimum wage went up, and they gave him a 5 cent cost of living raise. So the people getting hired in brand new, like he was a third shift shelf stalker making like seven something, and the buggy pushers, like daytime buggy pushers, were getting hired in, which is supposedly the lowest paid tier at the time, at $2 more an hour. And we were like, okay, if you quit, you have to wait 6 months before you can get hired back on. um, but if this doesn't work and you have to get hired back on, you'll be making $2 more an hour. That's like a decade of, cost of living raises. So we were both pretty salty. We were like, we're already broke all of the time. We were both going to college online and racking up a wonderful amount of debt that way. But we decided to go for it, and we did. We didn't have a car payment. We always bought like old used junkers. We were very lucky. We were able to buy, a family member had passed away, and we were able to buy his car by just paying off the remainder of what was owed on it. Um,
It was a really good car.
so it was a really good car. Um, oh, Lisa, thank you. No, gosh, Lisa, thank you. And good luck to your pupper. Um, so we finally had a vehicle that we could travel out of town with. And the six that was up, we were like, I think we can make this work. And that was about 10 years ago. So we made it work, but we didn't have kids. We didn't have anybody relying on us. We were like, worst case scenario, we'll just keep sleeping in our car. Um, and so, but we were very lucky, because I have seen people who work harder, who are more talented, who have much better business sense, who everything on paper they should have exceeded far and beyond anything that Randy and I could accomplish. And I've seen it not work for them. Know what luckiness Randy and I had stumbled into, that it did work for us, but we just didn't stop trying, even when it was rice and beans for like months on end. We just didn't stop. So, because it's what we wanted. Um, Haley, I'm glad you're able to make it to the live stream.
Right in time for us to.
Sorry, I pressed a button and it booped. Like, it knocked me out. I'm sorry, guys, I'm back. Click refresh page, maybe. Um, love yourself. I'm actually afraid to try and sell. That's relatable. I'm not gonna lie, that's very relatable. But Tammy, what? Like, was it payday? Like, you guys are being very generous. Thank you. You do not press the red button. Boop. What does this button do? Oh, isn't he the best though? I love him in his little sweatpants. Do you have your monster shoes on? No, he's got his proper old man shoes on today. Um, if I could give you any advice on, if you feel the desire to overcome your fear of selling, try online. That way you never have to see people in the face. Though honestly, I've had much better, like, initial success with selling in person at a craft show, because that way you can get feedback, you get that social interaction, and you can experience the kindness of people who do enjoy your artwork, as opposed to whenever it's just you one-sided on the internet. um Jim, um you can imagine all sorts of different scenarios as to why people aren't buying, or just different things. And whereas if you're faced with it at a craft show, um, it's tangible, it's real, it's there. So I'm a little late. What I miss? Hey, Mia. Oh, quite a bit. I'm actually a little late, 5 minutes over, but I don't mind. Jacqueline says jewelry looks better in person. That's true. It does. Like the sparkle just looks nice. And also people are a lot more likely to buy something if once it's like in their hands and like they've tried it on and you have them looking in the mirror and you're like, "Ooh, it's so fancy." And then they're like, "Money." And then and that's how Randy and I've made our living. Is luring people in with shinies and being like, "Please buy it."
Hilarious. I hit level 50 next year.
Hit level 50. Right on. Well, congrats on leveling up. Michelle says, I'm with you on the selling, kind of nervous. Yeah. And I know, even after 10 years, it's a little nerve wracking at the beginning of every show. There's still those butterflies in my stomach of like, I hope it goes. Oh, I just spilled coffee. I bounced and spilled coffee all over myself and all over the floor. It looks like I just hauled off and whizzed. Don't judge me, Randy. I see you with your judgment back there. Hey, Randy.
No.
Hey, look at me.
No.
Randy.
Mm-mm.
Randy.
No.
I love you. Please.
No.
Please look at me. Why won't you look at me? I'm going to touch your face.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Hey, Natalie. Thank you. Sorry. Thank you so much, Natalie. That's my favorite thing. I'm scratching your beard. Please look at me. I love you. I love you. I love this man so much, you guys. Just what do you want from me, woman? So, thank you guys so much for your generosity today, honestly. Holy smokes, Abby! Just thank you for being the brightest star in my darkest of days. Loads of love to you, Vaughn and Randy. You give me something to look forward to twice a week. Holy crap, Abby. Please give yourself a hug from me. Did he consent to the boops? No. This is a very non-consensual relationship, if y'all hadn't noticed.
I never consented to the boops.
How's it been? It'll be 14 years in February. After a while, you catch the event bug. I've only been selling at events for about 6 months, but I get really excited for the next event and count the days till the next one. That's cool. That's how you know. It's like a nice way to check in, to be like, I still like this. That's cool. Oh no. Right on, Kelly. Like, good luck with that, for sure. Oh. Also, I have to tell you guys, I got poison ivy from doing a photo shoot with my sister. Like, it's all over, like, it's a lot better now, but it was really bad right here, and I have it across my back and on this ear because I, like, posed on a tree a certain way and got poison ivy. Tashers. I just love his little face, though. It makes me super happy. Agree, my jaw hits the floor and I got the final cost for the work. Lisa. Oh. Well, on that note, I am gonna go and snuggle my man. Non-consensually. No. What? Don't stop yelling. The neighbors will turn us in again. Oh, one last question. Can you do a video about your display pieces showing how some of them are put together? Sure, Sparky. It might be a minute because we're gonna wait until like the next show, but I'll definitely shoot that. Aw, Teresa. Congrats. But thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. Be sure to leave a comment on this video after the live stream is over. That way you can have your name in the hat for next week's giveaway. Bye, patience. Thanks everybody so much though for hanging out. It's really, I feel probably at least like 100 times better now than what I did at the beginning of the live stream. So bye and happy crafting.